First off, I don't care what you people say. Never follow rules. I'm a trendsetter anyway. Okay, I march to the beat of my own drum. They say I need rules in my life. Well, I got some. That's one. Kill the competition. Two. Be a loyal dog. Three. And if they snitching on your man, send them to the mall. Four. When you party, go hard till you hit the floor. Five. If you didn't see me do it, what the hell you asking for? Welcome to my world. Llama.
Hey everybody, welcome to the Big Llama Show. I'm the Big Llama. Thank you guys so much for joining me. It is Sunday night, 10 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. It is the football kickoff NFL weekend, and you are here with us to talk about everything except football. No, I'm just kidding. We're going to talk about anything and everything. Thank you guys for joining me. I'm going to bring on my co-host extraordinaire, but I do want to preface this that one, I feel really bad because he's having a ton of computer issues, and so I'm not sure if he's ready or we can hear him, but we're going to do the best we can. So, AD, are you functional at this point?
I don't fucking know, dude. You can hear me?
I can hear you. Can you hear me?
Yeah.
Okay, that's all right. Hey, we'll take it. We'll take it. Like, this is only the third time in the show history where we've had any kind of issues impacting which is a good run after 117 some odd episodes. So this is episode 118. So trust me, one night of bad audio or troubled audio is not gonna hurt the show. So but I do feel really bad. I'm sorry, man. I know your computer crashed, right? Like,
yeah. I mean, it's up now, but I didn't have time to set it up, and this shit's janky. So I don't know. I'm really not in a good mood right now. I'm gonna be honest with you.
Do you want me to get a replacement? Are you good? I feel really bad, man. You're here. Okay. Oh man. Well, Big Poppy says even with tech issues, we keep pushing forward. So we're here. We're here to talk tonight. I'll try to cheer you up, man. I'll try to cheer you up. Maybe I don't think there's a pork chop story in here anywhere, but I had a very, very eventful weekend. But we'll talk about that. Charles hit us up early. He said, "Good evening, guys. See you in the AM." So, Charles, thank you, sir. Always appreciate you. El Daddy, you hit us up there. And again, Big Poppy's in the house. So, before we start, shout out to Big Poppy Angie. It was his 20th birthday on Friday. So we went and celebrated at Halloween Horror Nights with him. And that's where I was this weekend. That's why my voice sounds a little bit hoarse. 20 years old, which begs the question, and this is kind of how I wanted to just ask you, AD, and not to try to get your parents in trouble or you in trouble, but at what age did you take your first drink? Do you recall what that age was, and what exactly did you drink?
I don't remember, like 19 maybe or 20.
Really?
Yeah,
not younger than that?
No. Dude, I was a Jehovah's Witness mom. You think I was going to drink before then?
Okay. So I'm a little embarrassed then.
Plus baseball.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
So, all right. So did a family member give you a drink, or did you like go with friends to get a drink? Like, what was the first drink like?
I honestly feel like it might have been closer to 21.
Really?
Yeah.
I'm shocked, AD. I guess. Go ahead.
No, because also I started smoking when I was literally the day that I graduated, or like we had like graduation practice was the first time I ever smoked, and then so I was already 18, and I didn't drink until a couple years after that.
Oh man, really? Okay. Listen, no judgments. I just thought we were closer in that experience. But let's see. Katie says my grandpa gave me a peppermint schnapps shot on Christmas Eve when I was 12. So, yeah, in Spanish families, and this is why I was asking what yours was. In mine, I think I was 12 or 13 when a crazy uncle at a party, right? A family get together, gives you a little sip of that Michelob or Modelo or whatever Spanish, cheap beer that they brought to the party. because they show up with the 24 pack. So you get a sip of something, right? And the parties used to go to 3 or 4 in the morning. So yeah, I was just curious. I was curious because like that's kind of one of those weird things. He's 20, he's gonna be 21 next year. And I kept thinking about, man, I remember when I was turning 21, I was so excited to buy alcohol legally at that point. But at that point, I had been a veteran drinker. Like, and I hate to say it like that, but like the rules were a little loose in the house. Like I was 18 with a liquor cabinet, which was really, really bad. I'm not condoning that. I'm just saying it was a bad, not a bad experience, but I was just like, it was weird. It was weird to me. And then turning 21, it's like, oh, it's official. And then I went and bought actual real liquor from a liquor store when I was 21. Not that I had a problem or anything. I just wanted to say. Now that I say it out loud, I'm a little embarrassed.
Yeah, it's like, are you trying to convince us or yourself?
No. So yeah, so no, I was curious on that because he's turning 20, he's gonna be 21 next year, and I was just like, man, time flies and it's crazy. Let's see. Here we go. Tangeray says, my friend spiced up my damn Gatorade senior year at a party. I'm still mad. That was the first drink, Tangeray? Oh, and it wasn't Tangeray?
Tangeray does nothing.
Really?
I mean, like he'll drink, like we'll be at the bar, he'll have like one drink, but he doesn't really like dabble in anything really. Pretty straight.
I'm surprised. Well, with a name like Tangeray, you would think he's drinking Tangeray or something. That might be his claim.
Tried it, dude.
Really? Okay, so Tangeray, you need to explain the origins of why we call you Tangeray. I need to know this. Tangeray just tasted horrific when I was in high school. It was disgusting. So I don't drink it because it doesn't taste good. But damn. So Tangeray too, straight laced. I had no idea. Yeah, and it's bad, right? Because I'm projecting onto my friends. I'm like, oh, these guys are degenerates like me. We all drink, and all of you are straight laced until you were like 20. Okay, a nickname from my mama.
That makes sense.
Yeah, does make sense. So AD, you were streaming for an ungodly amount of hours.
13.
13-hour stream. What's going on in that stream, man? What are you working on over there?
Nothing. We were just gaming, playing 2K.
Oh, that's right. 2K24 just came out, so you were celebrating 2K Day, and I was celebrating from afar because I don't have a PS5 and I cannot play with you guys. So.
It's been a good time, man. I mean, the last 3 days I've streamed close to 20 hours. Obviously yesterday was a 13-hour stream, but like 3 or 4 the day before and then a couple the day before that. So it feels good, man. It feels good to be back on stream. That's why I think I'm in such a shitty mood because of the computer situation. Because when I woke up this morning, wasn't working. Obviously we had the pre-Llama, which I couldn't really be a part of. So Tangeray stepped in and did that with Gabe, which, shout out to them. They just dropped their podcast, Sideline, on
I saw
Gabe's
that
channel. Yeah. Should be good.
Yeah, the content's still rolling, even though you were out of commission. But damn, yeah, I just watched most of that podcast, and I was, they were doing some top 5s, some top 3s, the sleeper picks. Very, very interesting stuff. And it was great to kind of hear them go back and forth. And even Gabe, Gabe's on his stuff, man. He knows his stuff. He's he was prepped for it. Looks like everything was great. Like I like the show, and I even like the background. Everything was great. So if you like NFL discussions, preseason stuff. Now, the one thing I wanted to do, and I did just ran out of time, was if they were doing picks like for the games coming up, I was going to see how well they did tonight. Like I was going to post it.
They didn't do good.
No. So if we were betting on their advice,
you would have lost a lot of money.
Lost a lot of money. Okay. So noted for the next one when I hear them talk about not to put any bets on their stuff. All right. Yeah, because
that's the opposite, really.
Go. We should do that one night. Just opposite of what their picks are, and see if we make any money. but I don't gamble. I don't know. Actually, I don't know how to be honest. I don't know how to put a bet on a sports book or on a game. I don't know what the pluses and minuses mean. And I think Gabe was having a hard time with it because he was looking at the odds and he was asking Birdie. He's like, so negative, is that good or bad? And he's like, negative means they're going to win. And I'm like, oh. So I was in the same boat. I was like, oh, I have no idea what I'm doing. But you're betting on stuff, right? Like you, well, have you stopped doing it?
Yeah. I haven't in a bit because I went on like a really hot, really cold streak, and I don't know.
Oh shit!
It's fun though, but it does get like it. I mean, I see why I think I made this joke before, but I do see why after every piece of content or every ad read for a gambling site, they're like, if you have trouble gambling, call 1-800 because I wanted to see what was going on. I was caring about games I didn't even care about. You know what I mean? I need this guy to do good. I don't know. I don't really care, dude.
You're like, who is this guy?
Yeah, and then like the last thing I bet on was 2 fights ago. The Sean O'Malley fight. So
okay.
I bet that day. I won the bet that Sean O'Malley was going to finish him in the second round. So I won that. And then I lost a parlay by 1 pick. It would have been like a couple $100. Lost it by 1 pick. And that's when I was like, yeah, I'm done doing this. Dude. It's like every time, especially the UFC cards, like I'll get every one but one right. And it's like, damn, like I should be coming up on this, but that's literally how betting goes.
Yeah. I mean, the only betting I've done is playing blackjack at a casino and slot machines. And when I'm winning, I feel really good, right? But then I'm always thinking, what if I would have bet more? You know? And then when I start betting more, that's when I start losing, and I'm like, I should have stayed with my little bets. I should have stayed, I should have stayed in my lane.
Yeah.
But honestly, the last time I did it, I had a dude that knew his stuff, and I was just following his lead. So he bet, I bet, and I was winning. He walked away from the table. I lost it all. So
that's the thing. That's the hard part because all right, I was doing it like I've never, I always say that, I was never able to sell crack. You know what I mean? I was never able to like do these dirty hustles, So I was just trying to find extra money, you know what I mean? And it is fun to do. And I still want to do it every so often, but I was like, damn, like if I could stay disciplined, you could actually really make money if you do it right and stay disciplined. But the stay disciplined part is the hardest because you'll win. You'll be down. I went from, I think I got a free bet, had like $5 free bet. Won, got it to $10. Turned that $10 into $160 and was like, oh yeah, I'm having a great time. And then it like grew a little bit, and then the next day I lost everything. Like I lost every bet, and I was like, nothing to show for it. I'm like, damn, like I knew I should have stopped, but I just kept going. Like if I would have stayed disciplined, I would have been up money. But you start seeing how fast the money goes in your account. You win a big bet. I've only won in total probably like $1,000, $1,100 maybe. Like in total, what I've won.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, and I took out money of the account, maybe 300 of that. So 700 of it that I did win, I gambled immediately after.
Oh Jesus!
Thinking I was gonna win more.
Yeah, I've only won big one time, and it was when I was scratching scraping my pennies, and I went to Vegas for my wife's cousin's wedding. It was just a couple of us, and we barely got there. Like money wise, we had like barely enough to get there. My wife's aunt gave me $50 or something like that, or 100. He's like, hey, go downstairs, enjoy yourself. I'll do a little gambling, and I probably hit $20 on a machine, won $700 or something like that, and I immediately cashed out, gave her money right back. And I paid for the hotel room and dinner for the next couple of nights. I've never won that big again. But now, if I win that much, I don't know. I might put most of it back because I'd be like it wasn't my money to begin with, so I wouldn't mind losing it, right? But back then I was poor, man. I was just like, man, we were barely here. We're barely paying for this trip. So everything went right back to the trip. So
yeah, I want to
so yeah.
experience like a casino and actually gambling.
Well, you're close to Vegas, aren't you? No, yeah, you're pretty close to Vegas.
Yeah. I forgot it's like 8-hour drive or something.
Yeah. I always forget like how close you are. Geography is not my thing. In fact, I made a joke about it in my last review where like people were bad at geography, and I'm like, I'm horrific at it. I didn't even know where Aspen was. Aspen, Colorado. I'm like, how close is that to AD? I don't even know.
So it's like hours away, I think.
Is it? Okay, good. So yeah, man, we're gonna have to get you to Vegas or go on a cruise or something, man. I think a cruise would be good for you. Just like,
I mean, there's a casino close to me. I don't know if I would like a cruise, to be honest.
Really? You wouldn't like to just be out in the ocean? My worst fear, my biggest fear?
Not really, dude.
It's weird, man. I enjoy cruising.
I would rather go for like a fight night. Like I would want to go to Vegas for like a UFC fight. That would be my
yeah. That would be
I wouldn't
fun.
want to just go for the casino. You know what I mean? Like I would get bored after the first day. I'm like, all right, I need to do something.
Yeah. Oh yeah. Like for me, like Big Poppy's got a planned trip when he's 21. Grandmother's already told him, I got you. I'm taking you to casino when you're 21. We're going to go gambling for his birthday next year. And so he, I'm excited for that. But like I usually go like to show the family, like, hey, look at these, like Grand Canyon, the stuff around Vegas. And then we do enjoy some of the gambling stuff, but we're not there specifically to gamble. I did go there on my honeymoon though. And that was fun. That was exciting. Never got adjusted to the time changes. So we missed a big Hollywood premiere because we fell asleep. We said, "Oh, we're gonna take a little nap." Woke up at 4:00 in the morning. Next day, we're like, "Oh Jesus, what happened?" Yeah, and we were young too. It wasn't like like this was 20 plus years ago. So I was a young guy, and we were just so tired from traveling. We're like, "Oh yeah, Britney Spears, all these people are gonna open the Rio. Let's go! It's a big night." We're like, "Oh, we're gonna be out late. Let's just take a little nap." I think we crashed and we woke up the next morning at 4:00 in the morning. And then we came down in our pajamas at 4 a.m. and all these people are still dressed up, drinking, gambling. We're like, oh, geez, we're in the wrong place. We are in the wrong place. Oh man. All right. So again, I got Dumb and Dumber coming up this week. It was delayed. I had to work today, and today would have been my editing day. Again, not going to complain about it. I'm just saying I had to work, so that's what's going to delay it. I think if you're still having some issues, I don't think we're going to be able to record tomorrow.
Oh yeah. Speaking of, I don't have Mondays off anymore.
Oh, you're working?
I have Sundays off. I mean Thursdays off.
Okay.
Because I'm playing softball, and then obviously, well, now I'm going to help them because they're recording Thursday, so I'm going to help them and just do the producing thing, like record it, just be in the background. If they need something popped up, I'll pull it up for them. And then, so Thursday would probably be the better day.
Okay.
And then next week, Heels is over as well, so we won't have Heels anymore after that.
So can we talk about how good the Heels reactions are going, man? That's
man.
That's been great, man. I mean, you're getting a lot of traction.
Yeah. This last episode was, every episode has grown, but it just sucks that there's only 8 of the Heels episodes, so we're gonna have to figure out what we're gonna do consistently. But it's really good, nice to see. Again, we're just watching it grow. First I was like doing the watch time hours. The first 2 episodes, I think both of them got 4 hours each, or one got 3 hours, one got 4 hours. And I was looking at the most recent episode. It's only been out for 3 days, has like I think 8 hours of watch time already, and like 100 views. And it's like, damn, like our first episode didn't do shit compared to like what, and we were excited about that. Now we're starting to see that, like, if you are consistent with it, I think honestly, I kind of already know like the grind when it comes to this, but I think it benefits like someone like Birdie, who gets to see the numbers grow. He gets to feel something he's making is getting people's attention, and it motivates him. And same thing with Gabe. Like, today he did the pre-Llama without me, and it was him and Tangeray, and obviously they did the sidelined episode, and that one sounded well. And like Gabe was saying, he's like, I think it's because he's like, it was pretty easy because me and Birdie have the late night and the pre-Llama show that we've been like kind of comfortable doing this. That like once they got in their element of something they want to talk about, they're excited about it. It's like it's a no-brainer. They already got the fundamentals down of like podcasting.
Oh yeah,
they know exactly what they.
And it's a great topic for them, and they're really into it. And honestly, they sounded so comfortable, like being right in their element, and they're talking about football, and and again, Gabe, more and more has improved each episode in every different format that he's on. So, I'm happy for them. I'm happy for them to continue to make good content out there. So I'm going to keep pushing it. Guys, make sure. Again, if you like NFL talk, you want to hear the predictions and talk about NFL, join them on the Sidelined, right? The episode, the show's called Sidelined with Gabe and Birdie and Tangeray. Episode 1 just dropped, so check it out. It's and then Gabe, if you're on, or Mr. Roman, if you're on, put the link in the chat so we can put it up for everyone, or we can at least repeat it. And then if you guys want the late night, right? Late night with Birdie and Blkout AD, go check that out on Blkout GG. So they've got a lot of stuff going on. They got the Heels reaction. I was able to talk Mama Llama into starting to watch Heels. So her and I have a date to watch Heels this week. The only thing stopping us is that we're watching Power. We're watching Force, Tommy Egan.
Oh, yeah.
That's just started up, and I think they're releasing week-to-week episodes, so we're checking that out.
That was a show I wanted to do, but Birdie's not caught up, so it wasn't going to work in terms of like the week-to-week thing.
Yeah,
but I could have still did. I could have started it. Me and Birdie are going to find another show. I think we were talking about The Bear, since it did just release. I think we're going to go like 2. Because I think he said there was like 20 episodes, so we might do 2 episodes a week for the next couple of weeks to get our reactions of season 1, season 2. So by the time season 3 comes out, we already have them out. Hopefully the algorithm does what the algorithm does, and then we can go week to week with that.
Okay, no, that sounds good.
I mean, the content is just, we're putting in the work now. Like people are really putting in the work. I got to commend Tangeray because he just built his PC and he's already had like a 6-hour stream. He's on 2 podcasts this week. Like to see people like when they find out about what we're doing here, and then they find their way into making content, it's just dope. Like, and then you got Gabe again. Gabe made me proud today because like I needed him to step in. I really, to be honest, I did not want to do these podcasts at all like today because I was like, damn, like all my shit's fucked up.
I get you.
And I was just thinking long term, like, bro, like I just got back into streaming again. Now my computer's gonna be fucked up. I was like, damn, I can't record the late night this week. I can't do all that. So I was just not in a good mood. So I'm glad it's up, but as soon as we get off of this, I'm trying to get this fixed because I'm missing a lot of 2K today.
No, and I appreciate you pushing through. I know it was a last minute type deal. We were kind of going back and forth. So I appreciate you coming on and staying through to it because it sucks. It sucks. And I would tell you, if I was in your situation right now, my mindset is obviously on fixing the goddamn computer and not necessarily on the show. But you're powering through, man, and I appreciate that for sure, man.
Yeah.
Just shouting out to Scared Witless, the other AD. He's popping in to say hello. We have 2 ADs. We have 2 ADs up in this piece. All right, so again, we're going to be watching Heels. Mama Llama and I are going to be watching Heels. I can't wait to talk Heels with you once I start watching it. She told me I'm giving it 1 episode. She's, I'm giving you one episode to convince me that this is a good show. I was like, I don't even know if this is a good show, but I said, Birdie and AD are talking about this very, very, they're highly talking about it. They're entertained by it. It's wrestling, so I love it. She likes wrestling. And so hopefully it falls in line, right? Because she's jonesing for another show. She just finished was that Yellowstone? So she's jonesing to get another show in there that she can watch. So yeah, she's weird like that. She'll find a show and she'll just binge the shit out of it and then like be finished with 5 seasons in like a week. And I'm like, damn, how'd you do that? But literally her eyes never leave her phone screen, so I don't know how she watched the show. So I have no idea how she does it.
I mean, I'm kind of like that. Yeah. Especially if I'm binging a show, I like have it on the second screen, and whatever I'm gaming is on this screen. So I'm playing the game, but I'm definitely watching the show too. You know what I mean? Like I know exactly what's going on. I see the important parts.
I've learned to let it go because it bothers me, right? But I've learned to just not say anything about it. Just say, she gets it. She understands. And then when we talk about the show, after the show episode's done, we're on the same page. So she's watched it, or she understands it. I'm just more of a visual, so I got to see it. I got to watch it. Yeah. So all right. So cool. So hopefully we'll talk heels. You'll talk heels in the near future, and I'll know what you're talking about. Have you watched any of the Ahsoka show, the Star Wars show? Oh man. Well, you don't really like Star Wars that much. I don't think.
Not that. I mean, I kind of lost interest in it. I've watched a lot of reviews on Ahsoka, and it sounds good, but
it's more Star Wars than the other shows have been. Like it's really kind of true, but it's more like and I've never seen the show Rebels, like the cartoon or the animated series. I've never watched it, so I don't know the lore, but I know the names, right? Like I know Thrawn and I know Ezra and I know who these people are, but I really don't know. So for me, it's like introducing new characters, but for everybody else, I know it's like, oh, we know who this person is. So I'm having fun with it because I don't know who these people are.
See, I heard the opposite take where a lot of people want to enjoy it, or at least it seems people want to enjoy it, but they feel like they didn't watch the previous content, so they're like, again, it's like they're kind of lost in it. It's like, damn, like I feel like I should have, like somebody was like, well, if it's required reading after the fact, it's kind of annoying because it's like, all right, well, we didn't know we needed to watch Rebels and to really understand where the characters are. But then you got the opposite side where some people are like, nah, they do a good job of like trying to bring people along, but it's kind of hard when, again, there's already content out for these characters, but this show's kind of like also painting it maybe in a different way, not necessarily a new light, but definitely painting it in a different way, from my understanding at least.
No, you're right. And like I said, I know just about enough to get through the show, but yes, if I was a brand new viewer, I'd be a little confused. But the good thing is, though, it's making me interested in the Rebels series. Like I want to now go back and watch that because there seem to have been some really good storylines and things that I missed. And I know that it's highly regarded. I just can't get into an animated series lately. I don't know why, but this is actually making me want to. But I think for me, it's just visually stunning. Like it's clean. Like the colors pop and the action is good. The sequences are great. It's not just like Boba Fett. It's like really, really like well done. And so again, I'm enjoying it. But again, I think I like the fact that I don't know much about the history of the series, which is helping keeping it fresh, right? I think if I knew more, I might be like, oh, okay, I get that. But like, no, this is fun. It's been fun. So, and it's pretty good. So from a Star Wars perspective, I'm enjoying it. So I didn't know if you were watching it or ever heard anything about it. So figured I'd ask you.
Yeah.
So, are you going to go see Taylor Swift in IMAX?
No, dude. No.
All right. So, funny story about Taylor Swift, right? I don't like. Okay, hold on. Swifties, don't come after me. It's not that I don't like Taylor Swift. She's just not my cup of tea. I've enjoyed a song or two, but not my favorite artist. Anyway, she released her concert series on IMAX and all premium formats. Where she's releasing it on a weekend, and completely blew out the box office for that weekend. She has movies moving their release dates from those October dates that she picked out for her release, and she has the IMAX screens. And so she's blown, like, I think it's going to be like a $100 million release on a concert video. I don't know, man. It's bordering on like fanatical. I don't understand, but I don't know. I don't know if it's different in Colorado, but people are going crazy to get these tickets.
No, I mean, obviously in Colorado, there's just a lot of white people here. But with Taylor Swift, you got to realize, like, she's been around since, I mean, it's got to be close to 20 years. It has to be.
Yeah.
Let me see.
Yeah.
Yeah. I'm an idiot. I was looking for my phone. Let me check. But she's like a huge star, and what helped her, especially with this concert or like with this tour run, because she's getting a lot of press on it, but also because of what happened with like the Scooter Braun situation, where because she writes her own song, makes her own, like she does pretty much everything, and basically she redid everything to own her masters. So she recreated all these songs and then dropped an album, and that's what this tour is. So it kind of like, obviously she already had a massive fan base, but now when you have that kind of like publicity in terms of like recreating, because it's never been done. Nobody's ever done that. That's like if Michael Jackson, at the time, the height of his career, was like, let me re-record, all these great hits to re-release, and I can own my masters again. Like kind of get the power back in my hands.
Yeah.
And I think it took it to another level. Like, honestly, like everybody's talking about the concerts look massive. One of the comedians I really enjoyed, he said he went and saw it, and he was like, man, we always made fun of Taylor Swift, but like, he's like, you got to understand. He's like, her show was phenomenal. He's like, she has the Taylor Swift of lighting, the Taylor Swift of set design. Like, she has the best of the best, and really shows with this tour. So I don't know. It's a weird thing. Like, it's not like she's putting out new music and that's captivating. It's her old music, which is even more interesting. Because that's how good her shit has been. But let me.
So it was it Andrew Schultz, your guy?
Yeah.
This is how connected we are, and this is what 118 episodes will do to you. Is I saw that clip, and I go, Andrew Schultz. I go, oh shit, that's AD's guy. That's the guy he says he loves listening to. And then I watched the clip just because of what you talked about him, and he's like talking about how good it was that he was singing the songs, like he went to the concert, and I'm like, okay, this is big. This is a huge phenomenon, and like people buying tickets, and then people traveling, like people with some means are traveling. Like my sister-in-law is traveling from location to location. She's actually going to the movie like 3 times. She got 3 different tickets. And I jokingly like text her, like, because I was like, what'd be cool to enjoy something with her, right? I said, hey, there's an IMAX right down the street. I looked it up. Tickets were available right in the seats that I normally pick. And I texted her, I'm like, hey, are you going to this Taylor Swift thing? And she was like, oh yeah, I already got tickets to 3 shows. And I was like, oh, well, that's cool. I saw it was like, I backed off. I was like, oh yeah, I saw it was out. Just letting you know. like she didn't know. And then I asked Mama Llama, I'm like, hey, do you want to? And again, now I'm intrigued. And was gonna go. And then I said, Mama Llama, do you want to go? And she gave me the most Scarface of answers in so many words. She looked at me. She's like, again, she didn't say this, but this is what I heard. Fuck no. Get your phone away from me. I'm not going to the movies. I'm not going to see Taylor Swift. And then I text her sister, because as her sister, I text her. I said, well, man, Mama Llama doesn't want to go. And she's like, her and I are so different. That's all I got in the text. And that was the end of the text line. So I was like, oh, okay. They got some beef now. So, and I started it. So,
Yeah,
oh
Taylor
man,
Swift's been out since 2006, man. Like,
oh my God,
yeah,
yeah,
like
she's coming
that's
on
crazy.
20 years almost in it. Yeah,
That's crazy, man. But again, she's not doing it with new music. Not that she can't do it with new music,
right,
but
right.
she's doing it with music that she already released. She just gave you guys the greatest hits album that she recreated just for like, and she's making crazy money off of it. So
Yeah,
I don't know. They were debating on the show, like him and Charlemagne were debating about like who's bigger, her or Beyonce. But like there are points where, I mean, I'm not saying she's bigger than Beyonce, but there are some ways you can look at it and be like, she might be, if not bigger, if she's not bigger, she might just be as big. Like
yeah,
it's, I think it's The Weeknd, Taylor Swift, and then Beyonce. I think all three of them are like the whatever order they are in terms of like ticket sales this past year.
yeah,
So it's like it's crazy.
yeah. No, I mean,
Did you see the video of her in the Jersey Shore?
no, no.
Oh, bro, she had everybody in Jersey out there. She went to a restaurant. I guess people found out she was there, and there was just a massive amount of people there. It was nuts.
Oh Jesus.
That's really when I was like, oh damn, like something. It had to be the publicity she got from redoing it, and like because it's almost like the underdog story. Like the people have you under contract, like I'm gonna stick it to the man type of thing. It's kind of like that, and that's kind of like her fan base when you think about like her songs. Like all her songs are like her getting broken up with, or being the one breaking up with somebody. Like always like that underdog thing. So I don't know. It's weird. It's a weird thing.
No, I listen. I enjoy her music. I think her music is great. Like I'm not again, it's not my favorite. Like I'm like, oh, I gotta watch. But like when it's on, I'm enjoying it. But I'm just intrigued because it's such a movement, and I like seeing what people are going to go see. Like this is huge. But then I thought about it. I'm like, okay, so I'm going to go to the movies, and they're going to be singing and dancing in the aisles, and I'm just going to want to sit there and watch the concert. So I was like, you know what? I'm glad I'm not going. But I attempted and text my sister-in-law, but it didn't work out. So that would have been my in. That would have been my in to go.
Mama really wanted to go see Taylor Swift. That's gonna be a new reaction.
There you go. So there's my my shame my shameful admission, I guess, for this episode.
Yo, I gotta ask you before we get off.
What's up?
Here. I want to know how you felt last week.
How I felt? What?
How you felt last week after the show?
Oh, I thought it was great. I thought it was great. I deserved everything that came my way. I deserved it. I don't shy. You know what? But I think you hit it on the head at the end of the show, like when we were in the post wrap up, which was, I thought it would be an interesting story and you guys would let it go, and you guys didn't let it go, and you wouldn't let me transition. And that's exactly, as you said that, I go, oh my God, AD's in my freaking head, because that's exactly what I thought. I thought, haha, it'd be a fun story. We can chop it up a little bit and talk about me. And then I was like, but then we'll get past it. This is a 5-10 minute segment at most. Turned out to be 45 minutes or however long it was.
No, bro, the episode was 50 minutes.
Yeah.
30 of it was making fun of you.
Exactly.
It literally started at 20. I remember looking it up. It started at 20 minutes. And I watched it the next. That was the first podcast. I haven't watched the Big Llama show over in so long. That was the first one I rewatched because Gabe was on his way. I don't know what he was doing, but he was in the Discord. And I was like, bro, you missed what happened last night. Oh, yeah, because he fell asleep. He was supposed to game with us, and he fell asleep that night.
Yep.
And he woke up like at a weird time, and I was like, "Bro, you missed the funniest Llama show." But today, because Tangeray says he doesn't want to go on the late night. He said he'd rather come on the Big Llama show because he knows that if he goes on the late night, it's just gonna turn into a roast fest. And today, I was like making a joke. I was like, "What?" You don't want to get ping pong between me and Birdie like Llama last week? And Gabe was like, I don't understand why these two guys love torturing their friends. He's like, they both have like a real deep love to torturing their friends. And I was like, it made me think. I was like, damn, that's exactly what it was. Because like me
Yeah.
and I don't know what you were thinking though, telling us all like you. I don't know. I felt like you should
I
have.
thought
You should have known. You should have
I
known, dude.
well, I knew something was coming my way, and I knew you guys were going to roast me a bit, and I had no problem with that. It was the level on which I didn't anticipate how much fuel you guys had at that point, how much fuel I gave you guys, you know, because and Birdie, so as I was saying it, right, I felt like, okay, the first piece was the guy puts the pork chop on her plate. Birdie blows up. Now in my head, I'm going, not a big deal. And then Birdie says, I think he says, did he take the knife and cut it and put it on your plate like this? And I was like, yes. And when I saw his face light up, I was like, oh shit, it's coming. And then I honestly thought I could get past it. Like I thought there's a moment if you watch it back, I'm kind of like, yeah, that's fun. All right. And you two just kept going. So it was, yeah, no, it was fun.
Watching.
No. So
you could see
I
in your
knew
face, the last time when he said, all right, it's over, you could tell, like, I was like, all right, dude, he's ready.
Yeah.
And that's when I kind of felt bad. That's when I was like, oh.
No.
When you try to transition into the football topic, and I said the Dolphins joke, oh, bro, your face was like when I told you you did this as a midlife crisis. It was like the same reaction, literally.
Yeah. Yeah. I knew at that point the show was over. Like there was no saving it. There's no salvaging it in terms of bringing another topic in. So I let it ride. But you know what? I appreciate that you got. See, I know that's you and Birdie's love language. That's how you guys show your love, right? Like like the abusive girlfriend or something. That she punches you just to tell you she loves you. But no, I know that's how you guys show your love, and I know there was nothing mean intended behind it. It was just more like, dude, you've been disrespected, and that's not how we roll. And I get it. I made a mistake. There will be no more.
If we were there, we would have stood up for you. You would have been like,
exactly.
Take this off the plate.
Well, what was it? Birdie said that it's real cod lobby energy, Llama. That's what it was.
No,
and
yeah,
it was.
Exactly what that was.
It was.
That's exactly what it was.
Because I honestly, and again, as big as I am, and you know, I hate. It's funny, they don't know who I am. They can't see me, but I get like visibly like shaken when somebody's yelling at me on the call lobby. and then when I go to talk back, I feel so horrible if I say anything bad. So I'm just too nice a guy, I guess.
Yeah.
Oh man.
You ate the guy's pork chop, dude.
I did.
And you gave it a 9 out of 10.
I did. Well, it was a damn good pork chop. The place had good pork chops.
What did Jimmy say? He said, Llama, what would you rate his pork chop? 9 out of 10. Don't rate his meat.
Yeah, I knew that was a setup for sure. Oh man. Well, listen, I think
we also ran out of, before you cut it off, we ran out of steam. We used all our jokes on the Sunday Live show because we did bring it up on the late night, but it wasn't the same energy. It was like, all right, we did that. I could tell like we were both kind of like, we'll make a couple jokes, but we got it off yesterday.
You know what's funny is I tuned in because you guys said you were going to talk about it on the late night, and I tuned in, and it literally was 2 minutes. You guys talked to it for 2 minutes, and you guys kind of like stopped talking, and you were like, "Yeah, well, let's go." And you guys went to the next topic, and I'm like, "That's it? That's all I get as far as my roasting?" And then I was like, "Okay, I'm fine with that." And you could tell you guys were like, all right, let's go. This is not what we want to talk about.
Yeah.
Let's talk about the fights.
Like it would have been, it was gonna be like it should have been funny, and we could have roasted hard. But I don't know. I just felt like we gave you 30 minutes of material the night before on one topic. You know,
Exactly.
We can't do.
Exactly.
What are we gonna do? We're gonna do it again.
Yeah, you can't return
Andy,
to the well. Andy's coming.
no, all right. This was off-screen stuff, but what to me was hilarious, and my bad, Llama, but it was just funny because we made the joke on stream that your kids are gonna be like, "Oh, I'll get Andy," and then as soon as we got off the stream, Big Poppy Angie was like, "Hey, you took my controller or something," and it sounded like he was kind of mad. And it was like perfect. It was like, oh, he's, and then Bird's like, "You're gonna get Andy."
Oh, I forgot about that. He came.
Yeah.
I was gonna go game, and I turned on the controller, and it was linking to his PlayStation. So he
Yeah.
was pissed off.
He was like, "Yo," it was like I've never heard him walk in with that kind of bravado before.
They got new confidence. That's what it was.
But yeah, that had me dead.
No,
Never in my life after a Llama show has Big Poppy Angie come in immediately to talk. But tonight he chose violence.
Exactly. He went for it. All right. So again, I want to thank AD. Thank you, AD, for pushing through. I know you're having some serious computer issues. Hopefully you get all that resolved. It gets back up and running. I know you got a lot to work on, but thank you for coming in. This week you've got obviously actually promo your stuff, man. What do you got coming up this week?
Late night pre-Llama show will go up, but I was in it for like a couple minutes. But Tangeray's Gaze, that's going down Wednesday. Again, late night on Tuesdays on the Blkout GG's network. Or network. GG YouTube. Network soon. You know what I'm saying? But we also got the Heels finale next week. We might do something. I'm going to talk to Bird. Maybe we do like a Heels watch party or something. We'll promo it in the Heels video itself. Maybe we'll do something like in the weekend, like a live recap on the channel itself. So it'll be our first live stream on the Blkout channel. We'll see what happens. And then my streams, man. My streams are coming back. A lot of 2K going on. 2K is really good right now. Everybody's playing. I mean, yesterday we had like 7 or 8 people in the Discord. And yeah, it was going good, man.
Okay. Any gaming tonight, or are you just strictly working on your computer?
Yeah, if I can get this computer to work, I do want a game.
Yeah.
I do. I mean, I'm in the game, but if I can get this mixture working, then I'll probably turn on the stream.
Okay.
One good thing about this whole thing is I helped Tangeray set up his Streamlabs, and he's using Streamlabs OBS. I helped him set it up the other night for like a couple hours. We're like fixing everything, making it look nice. And I was like, damn, I need to clean up my OBS because I have like a bunch of files just open, like hidden. I was like, so now that this PC issue happened, I think I'm gonna revamp the stream and like make it cleaner.
Yeah. Well, that's good, man. Again, you repurpose a little bit some of the computer stuff, so that's good, man. That's good getting that cleaned up. But yeah, no. So guys, check out his channels, right? Go on Twitch, Blkout_AD on Twitch, and Blkout GG on YouTube to check out his content. Be on the lookout for the late night show dropping this week and more Heels episode reviews from Jay Birdie and himself. All right, so Birdie has a comment here, but then I'll sign off. Angie's stepdad Andy never connects the PlayStation without permission. Jesus. I'll take that. So for me, you'll have the Dumb and Dumber coming out either Monday or Tuesday at the very latest, and then I'll be recording another movie reaction that will hopefully drop by Friday next week. So hopefully 2 you'll get next week. And then I did give an invitation, or I did send a link to my Letterboxd. Just trying something new to sort of put all the video requests, the first time watches. So I put that on there. Oh, you know what? I do have a special one coming up this week. I do. I meant to say this. The movie's called Salsa. The Robbie Rosa classic is going to be reviewed because I'm getting for the first time.
You watched it?
I've seen it before. I love the movie, but it's a different feel now that I'm older. But I was able to get my hands on the physical disc. They don't stream it anywhere. I was able to get my hands on the disc. It is
on YouTube, by the way.
But it's in poor quality. I tried it. I did watch it. It's very bad. So I have the physical disc. I'm going to record the reaction to it. I'm very excited for that one, and that's what I'm going to be working on next week. So Dumb and Dumber, and then I think Salsa, if I can get everything up and running and working, that'll be next week. And it's a little bit of a dedication to all the older cousins and my cousin, who not only made me watch this movie over and over again repeatedly as a youth, but Mandy's or Mama Llama's cousin did the same thing to her. They made her watch the movie over and over again.
That's a movie me and my mom hold dear together. It's like one of our like movies that only we like for some reason.
Yeah, no, I'm telling you, and hopefully if I can get it out in time, it will be a Big Llama Show first. The very first reaction of that movie by any reactor on YouTube. I have searched it and I do not see any reactors. I'm gonna do the research again before I record, because to make sure that I am the first reactor to put it out there. So that's how I'm gonna label it. The first ever reaction to this movie. So I'm excited. I'm excited for that one. So yeah, I did order it. I haven't had it in hand, but it's on its way. All right. So guys, thank you so much for joining us tonight on Sunday Night Live Stream. Join us every Sunday night, 10 p.m. Eastern Standard Time on YouTube, on Twitch, on Facebook. That's how you can find us. Hit us up on social media if you'd like to be our friends outside of here, or you want to talk to us or send us information. It's all good. Again, be on the lookout for the content from Blkout GG. There's a lot of stuff there. And then Gabe, what's his channel? I forgot. I'm sorry.
Roman
what's his channel name? So look for Roman 2 Raw on YouTube as well. He's got the Sidelined, which is a great name for a show. NFL talk, going into each week. So check that out. So guys, I am the Big Llama. He is Blkout AD, and we'll see you guys next week for the Sunday Night Live Stream. Peace out, everybody.